Now let's turn our attention to yesterday's NFL highlights. The place, Municipal Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. The Los Angeles Rams, the visiting and highly favored team. But in the first quarter, it was 3-3. Cleveland's ball. First and goalie, LA 9. Brian Sipe. The handoff to Ozzie Newsome. Under end around. Swinging left. In for the touchdown. Cleveland ahead 10-3. In the third quarter, it was Cleveland 17-9. The Browns ball. 3rd and 11 at the Rams 31. Brian Sipe with the hot hand all day. Getting beautiful protection. Back to pass. Going to number 33. The much-traveled Reggie Ruck in the end zone. Touchdown. Stripped of the ball by 48, Bill Simpson, but it's too late. The score counted. 24-9 Cleveland. In the fourth quarter, Cleveland was hanging on 24-12. They had the ball 1st and 10, their own 43. Watch Greg Pruitt go down that sideline. Youngblood 53 missed him. 42 Elmendorf missed him. 27 Pat Thomas missed him. And he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. There are stats on the day. So Cleveland went ahead 30-12. The kick was blocked. Let's look at that play again. There goes Pruitt. He gets a good block there to spring him loose. Now 53 Youngblood is over too late to get him. And Elmendorf has him, but he escapes Elmendorf. That's Pat Thomas, number 27. And then finally gets past Bill Simpson. What a run by Greg Pruitt as the Brownies won it 30-19. Cincinnati at Houston, the Astrodome, another big day for Earl Campbell. This is one of 2 runs we're about to show you as he was in the process of breaking the rookie rushing record set by Don Woods in 1974. His record was 1,162 yards. This was the very run on which Campbell broke the record. That brought him to 1,166. He wound up the day with an incredible 1,265 yards thus far. But Cincinnati was not to be beaten easily in the second quarter. The score was 10-7, Cincinnati in the lead. Pastorini back to pass. Fakes. You'll see the pump and the fake to Campbell. Then deep downfield in number 88, the former Jet, Rich Castor, touchdown, and Houston went on to win it 17-10. They're at 9-4 on the season. They're hot. The Jets at the Orange Bowl against Miami. Once they won the Super Bowl there against Baltimore. This was third quarter action. Miami ahead 6-3. Matt Robinson looking for his favorite target. There he is, Wesley Walker. The Comet-like speedster from the University of California. The play good for 42 yards. It set up a Darnell Powell touchdown. The Jets went ahead 10-6. On the very next series, the Jets still 10-6. Greasy back to pass. 2nd and 10. Miami's 20. The pass intended for 89, Nat Moore. But it's picked off by number 59, Bob Martin. And the linebacker goes downfield, returning it all the way to the Miami 3. That set up a Kevin Long touchdown, and the Jets were ahead 17-6 in the fourth quarter. Still 17-6, the Jets. Jets ball 1st and 10, the Dolphins 33. Matt Robinson again to number 85, Wesley Walker, the bomb for a touchdown, and the Jets went on to win it 24-13. Second time they've upset Miami this year.
What does it take to...
Green Bay at home to Minnesota. Critical game. The teams tied for first, Central Division, NFC. This is the fourth quarter. Green Bay ahead 10-3. The final drive. A 4th down pass by Tarkenton. And he hits Ricky Young, the NFL's leading pass receiver. That kept the drive alive. It came with 1:05 remaining. And then with 14 seconds left, Sir Francis throws again to Ahmad Rashad, who clings to the football over number 29 for the tying touchdown, McCoy. And so it was 10-10. They played overtime. It wound up that way. Seattle at Oakland, the place, the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. First quarter, the score was 0-0. The Raiders driving. Oakland ball 2nd and 7 to Seattle 12. Watch closely. Unaccountably, Stabler loses control of the ball. Seattle recovers. End of Oakland drive. On the very next series, the Oakland team found itself struggling to contain the great Seattle quarterback, Jim Zorn. Seattle's ball 2nd and 9 at the Oakland 38. There's Zorn, number 10. Deep downfield to number 83, Steve Rabel. Touchdown, Seattle ahead 7-0. In the fourth quarter, Oakland had struggled, taking a 10-7 lead. And Zorn going to work again. 1st and 10 at the Raider 27. He likes to throw to this fellow, number 80, Steve Largent, who's wide open in the end zone. Seattle ahead 14-10. Later in the fourth quarter, 14-10 still. Oakland ball, 1st and 10 at the Seattle 31. Stabler fake, then through to the big tight end, Dave Gasp. Harold Mann missed the extra point, 16-14. Seattle got the ball with just 2:27 left, and Zorn took them downfield with throws like this one. That went to Sherman Smith, and this one again to number 80, Steve Rogers. So they got into field goal range, and with less than 10 seconds remaining, 2nd and 10 at the Oakland 28. Efren Herrera with that kick. Good! And Seattle had again upset Oakland 17-16. Look what that did to the standings in the AFC West. Denver and Oakland tied. The two meet this Sunday night in a special Sunday night edition of NFL football. You'll see it right here on ABC, 9 o'clock Eastern Time.
San Francisco police tonight continue to question a suspect in connection with today's double murder at City Hall. San Francisco Mayor George Moscone was shot to death, apparently after an argument in his office with the killer. The suspect is former city supervisor Dan White, who surrendered to police a half-hour later. Earlier this month, White, who is 32, resigned his seat on the Board of Supervisors, San Francisco City Council. But White later asked the mayor to reappoint him to his former post. Also killed was City Supervisor Harvey Milk. As officials probe for motive in the two killings, ABC's Ken Kashiwahara traced the events that stunned the Bay Area.
It happened here at City Hall, a political rivalry which turned violent only 30 minutes before Mayor Moscone was to announce a replacement for Dan White's old job.
Both Mayor Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk have been shot and killed.
White had gone in to see Mayor Moscone and apparently became enraged when the mayor refused to reappoint White to his old supervisor's job. White had resigned several weeks ago, saying supervisors weren't paid enough, but he later changed his mind and wanted his old job back, confident as late as last Friday that he would get it.
When I leave the studio here, I'm going right to the city attorney's office, and I am very confident that I will be reappointed to my job.
But Mayor Moscone had decided not to reappoint White, and after the mayor was shot, White ran down this corridor, wild-eyed according to one witness. He then burst into the supervisor's offices, went into his former office, called Harvey Milk in, and allegedly shot him. Milk was an avowed homosexual, and tonight San Francisco's gay district was in mourning. Milk was the first gay ever elected to the city's Board of Supervisors and actively campaigned for gay rights. George Moscone was mayor for 3 years. He was a liberal who supported programs for the poor, the disadvantaged, the elderly. In 1974, he announced his intention of running for governor, but later withdrew. Only last week, he attended the funeral for Congressman Leo Ryan, who was killed in Guyana. City Hall workers were stunned by today's events, but they were also wondering how Supervisor White got through the building's metal detecting device with a gun. Police said everyone is supposed to go through the device, but apparently White went around it. So the city must cope with yet another tragedy, and some residents are wondering what is happening to their city by the bay. It is a month that will not soon be forgotten.
This is the third time in recent days that San Francisco has been stunned by tragedy. First, there was the murder of Congressman Leo Ryan after his investigation of the People's Temple in Guyana. Then the mass suicide of more than 900 temple members, many from the San Francisco area. But nothing except bizarre coincidence connects last week's tragedies with today's. We'll be following up this story tomorrow on Good Morning America and later in the day on World News Tonight. I'm Max Robinson.